Okay, I know what you might be saying because of the date, but hear me out on this one. I won't make it a short 2-minute video where I rank multiple Rhen Var Citadels across various consoles, so I'll just limit myself on the Rhen Var Citadels that visually look different. Despite being my favorite map in the second game, and maybe the first game, I would eventually get tired of talking about the same map over and over again with minor differences, so I've decided to include 5 for this list. So yes, modded variants like Operation Storm Sea won't count for this list. And we'll also just be looking at them from a visual standpoint rather than gameplay. Anyways, let's actually start the stupid video where I rank different variants of one map.
Well, this sucks.
Alright, I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. The Rhen Var Citadel on the original PC and Classic Collection versions look terrible. This map just looks awful to look at as the daytime aesthetic ruins the whole thing. Usually Rhen Var maps are supposed to look very mysterious and snowy, but I guess this version decided to remove the mysterious aspect for whatever reason, since it's just a random structure high up in the middle of nowhere in brink daylight for whatever reason. Even some of the cooler looking command posts like the crypt just look really boring to look at and just don't pop out. And let's not forget that it's the Rhen Var Citadel that's associated with almost every mod that has Rhen Var Citadel in it. And Classic Collection thought it was a good idea to bring this version of the map back for the Classic Collection instead of including different settings for said map, which I also suggested. But that's all I can really say about this one. In short, the daytime aesthetic ruins it and makes it the worst official Rhen Var Citadel variant. Now on to number 4, which is slightly better than this one. Also, honorable mention to the cut version of Rhen Var Citadel on the PC version of Battlefront 2. While technically official, it didn't make the cut, but there's really not much to go for aside from it being unfinished.
Who wants a brand new Xbox?
I'm going to keep this one short since I was never an Xbox kid. It's visually better than the PC and Classic Collection versions, but honestly not by a lot. I guess the gloomy dark blue background is an improvement, so there's that. The lighting is vaguely similar to the PC and Classic Collection versions, but the crypt looks better at the very least, so there's that as well. But there's not much else to dwell on since I wasn't an Xbox kid growing up, so on to the top 3.
That's threesome.
Wow, this one actually looks good. But at the same time, it's really odd. Gameplay speaking, this is the most unique of the bunch because there's no crypt command post, making one of the areas in this map kinda useless. So good idea on them to include it in the final release, and a bunch of other strange oddities like the small ice structure. Why was that there originally? And also, for whatever reason, originally there was a structure that's just a square instead of a little observatory in the final game. Just throws me off a bit. Two aspects of the map that I enjoy is the map being really high up compared to the final release. Makes the fall down there more dramatic, similar to a map that's on Bespin and has platforms. And the other aspect of the map that I really enjoyed and what skyrocketed it above the other two is the background. My glob, is it glorious! They also have the Northern Lights in there too. But yeah, that's all I got for the March 2004 Xbox beta version. Wanna crack a cold one, bro? Okay, I had no idea how that last part got into the script, but I'm gonna keep it in anyways because it's funny. Also, remember when I said I wouldn't count modded variants? Well, I lied about that. But I'm only going to include just one. So if I were to include Rhen Var Citadel Operation Storm Sea on the list, it would rank higher than Xbox Citadel but lower than Xbox Beta Citadel. You happy now? Alright, let's move on.
You know, I was God once.
It's weird how Xbox has a complicated history of Rhen Var Citadel, as this is the third Rhen Var Citadel with Xbox involved. But don't worry viewer, this is the last time we'll be talking about Xbox on this list. So fun fact about this map is ranked number 1 on my worst to best Battlefront 2 2005 maps. Do I still think that? Yes, absolutely. I still think a map from the 2004 game remade for the sequel made in 2005 is vastly better than the other 3 Rhen Var Citadels from the first game. But enough talk about Rhen Var Citadel bias. The atmosphere on this map looks really cool. The environment puts you in this setting of being on a sky-high map where the sky is blocked off heavily by a gloomy blue skybox, which looks nice. Doesn't live up to the Xbox beta version of having the Northern Lights, but still good. And also niche details I like, such as the little torches across the top portion of the map, and yeah. It plays near the same as the first game Citadel, and they could have just easily ported the maps from the first one into the second game, but they went the extra mile to actually make a Rhen Var Citadel, which is genuinely eye-pleasing to look at. Huh, who would have thought? But to me, it pales in comparison to the number 1 spot. But before we do, hit the subscribe button so I can be 1 subscriber close to 1,000. Alrighty, let's reveal the grand winner! This Rhen Var Citadel, without equivocation, is the best one of the 5 that I've listed. And it's none other than Rhen Var Citadel on the PS2 version of Battlefront 1. From the beautiful skybox and line we used from the Xbox beta to the ominous aesthetic throughout the interior areas in the crypt, this is easily my favorite variant of the bunch. While the drop isn't as dramatic as the Xbox beta once was, they did a good job in making the pits foggy and such. The PS2's lighting really does complement it a lot more and makes it visually pleasing to look at. Was making the map daytime really necessary for PC and other future ports for Classic Collection? Was it? But I think I've gone on long enough about the different variants of one map. I want to finish this video. Okay, if I'm being serious about something, the script took 3 days for me to complete, but regardless, it was funny to make because Rhen Var Citadel is still the best Battlefront map. For where Rhen Var Citadel will be in my Battlefront 2004 maps ranking video, it'll most likely be in the top 2, I can assure you on that. But I've run out of stuff to say, so bye guys and happy April Fool! Oh, not this again. Yeah, around 2 weeks ago, TMD posted a trailer for Peppa Pig is Grounded 6 Part 2. Boy, that's a mouthful. And obviously, I'm not going to play it. Me and Jacksonville tried to beat the first part of Peppa Pig is Grounded 6, and the best I could do was 2-3, and the best he did was 2-4. There is no way in hell that we're going to be doing Part 2. Sorry, guys. Alright, now let's turn this into a Kirby Masters A7 Direct and talk about the videos that I actually want to do. First up is ranking all the missions from slide 1 to 3, worst to best. I'll make them into 3 separate videos, but I'll probably do the second game first. And I would do Fees in Time, however one of the missions in that game has an infinite loading screen, and I can't even get past that, which sucks, unfortunately. But once I eventually finish Fees in Time, I'll rank all the missions there, baby! As for future Battlefront ranking videos, they'll come out eventually. The thing with ranking stuff is that it's not easy to be happy for your rankings. The thing with ranking stuff is that it's not easy to be happy if your rankings years after you finalize it. So I'd rather take my time and think of where to place something in the ranking rather than just rapid firing the placements of said thing and it ends up being around 8 to 11 minutes long. I made this as an April Fool's joke because why not? I'm really eager to try and finalize the Battlefront 2004 map ranking video to the best of my avail. But I'm running out of things to say, so I'll just leave it here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video because I plan to do more serious ranking videos that isn't just ranking different variants of a Battlefront map. I'm kinda tired, so all I've got left to say is happy April Fools and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!